never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, is on, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, is on, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel. With a stiff on, spin move, is on, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Now he's into the clear. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his fourth touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Stafford.
Not much there, only a yard.
Kerryon Johnson.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
As the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. With a catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Play action, Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Couple of second-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington first down. Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Romeo Okwara. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all.
The defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They go play action with Haskins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Lions, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, throw left side complete. That's Love. And he gets it down to the 32. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and
that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Slant to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It's now
ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Here's Stafford.
3rd and 4.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just giving them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
7-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Washington.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Haskins going to throw again. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 27. Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a play fake at Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The first down carry here for Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Johnson.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. pressure. He's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. Here's Haskins to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They turn to Love on the handoff. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Detroit! Kenny Golladay, 81 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Takes over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Running to start the drive is Love. He'll have a first down past the 30. He'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Buying time to his left, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Down.
Haskins on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They go play action now. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes this Washington 34. Lions 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jamie Collins charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
3rd and long.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jamie Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, 17 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from a trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 yards there and a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to this.
And they get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. And they don't get him. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Washington 41, Lions 12.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Christian Jones in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 4. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes this Washington 48. Lions 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
1-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year.
Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And now here's Inman bringing in the pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Gain of 18 on the play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And goal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go to Johnson again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Today's finals, Washington.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,